Hey guys, what's up? This is Jay from Sentinel Trading Channel. So welcome to another episode of my Binbot Pro Trading Progress. So this actually is yet another demonstration video on how to use my method. It's pretty much like a day trading series from myself on what I did like in the past 2 days, trade using the Binbot Pro trading software. And for those who were exposed but not sure what Binbot Pro is, you guys should totally check the whole video out. And well, the fact of the thing is, if you guys use the robot blindly, chances are you guys are not going to like be able to achieve something that shifts the odds into your favor. So hence I developed a few methods to trade with Binbot Pro, well, which is time specific. It depends on when you actually trade, and also depends on the average true range level, etc. So if you guys are interested in trading with Binbot Pro, do make sure you get the guides from me. And if you guys are a new user for Binbot Pro trading software, make sure you drop me an email. Even if you have already trading with Binbot Pro and you guys want to access your guide, make sure you contact me with the contact details you see on your screen there before you guys trade further, and we will discuss on how you can actually proceed with shifting the odds towards your favor. Alright, so do watch the entire video. I've actually executed like 6 trades examples at least in this video. You from watching the charts, what's the trigger before, and what I look for before turning off the robot. Alright, so it's also another short announcement. Announcement for my withdrawal status of $100,000. I've successfully received the money into my account. So and therefore it kind of motivates me to to start this day trading series video. And as for today, which is the Friday, the first Friday in November, so by the time I release this video, it will be on that day. So if you guys are watching this on that day itself, make sure do not trade today, or minimize your trading activity, because it will be non-farm payroll announcement today, NFP. Alright, so that's it for a short announcement. So do enjoy the rest of the video, and hope you guys learn something from this. Alright, so see you guys in the next segment. Alright guys, so we have a signal for GBP USD, and this alert is based on, let me turn on the robot first because it is an ideal situation where the alert came out for the stochastic RSI, and this will be the method C, because right now it is about 7:20 AM, which requires us to wait for the stochastic RSI cross as a criteria, and also the ATR level in between the purple and the yellow line. So as such, we have the first alert based on the stochastic cross, and for method C we just need the alert to trigger, and we will take a trade by turning on the robot. And the other criteria is at least the blue and the red line goes out of the stochastic RSI channel. So based on this trade history, a trade was just open, a call trade at 7:28. Let me put an arrow at 7:28 AM. Let me change the color. Alright, so right now we just have to wait for the trade to expire. So as I was saying, the stochastic RSI method C will work better if the stochastic RSI, either the blue or the red line, goes out of the stochastic RSI channel, which is the second indicator under the price chart, the one in the middle, the one that I circled. So as you can see, both the blue and the red line goes out of the channel, so it fits our criteria. And the other criteria is that the ATR level is in between the purple and the yellow line. Alright, so let's just wait for the trade to expire, and we'll see how the trade goes. And this is in fact the first trade that I've executed after my 100,000 withdrawal. And the good news is I've actually just received my 100,000 withdrawal into my bank account, and it's really awesome. Just thought that I would share the good news with you guys. Alright, so this will be the first trade that I've executed after my formal withdrawal, and let's hope it goes well, and I will be growing my account from 1,350 back all the way up. Alright, so let's just wait for the trade to expire, and we'll check out the results. Alright, so unfortunately we've lost the trade. Let me change the arrow color. The trade has decided to go way lower instead of a reversal at that price level. So unfortunately, from 1,350 now I'm selling at $1,200. So no worries. So I will take another trade soon, and then we will move forward onto our second trade. All right, so stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so we have another alert for the RSI. So this will be 4 hours from the previous trade. So this is actually a method A, because since it is about 11 AM GMT plus 0. And the criteria for this method is that we will wait for the RSI to go out, and also we'll be waiting for a stochastic RSI cross as a trigger to turn on the Binbot Pro robot. Alright, so right now the alert came out for the RSI, so because it went out from our 7327 channel, and right now we are waiting for a stochastic RSI cross, like to form a small X, just to signify that the blue line has indeed crossed the red line. Alright, so once we actually see a cross, and then we will turn on the robot immediately. Alright, so I'm just going to leave the recording on so we can see how the stochastic RSI actually forms bar by bar. So right now you can see that the stochastic RSI blue line is indeed touching the red line, and if you zoom out the map, it is very likely for it to actually look like it's already crossed, but I would recommend that we look at it as it is right now. So right now it looks more like it is parallel or in line with the red line, like the blue is parallel with the red line, even though it is touching. So what we are looking for is, like, we can see a visible like X is formed, and you can see right now the blue line is a little bit like moving away from the red line, so it could possibly not cross yet. So we will just wait for another minute, and we will observe how the stochastic RSI is crossing or not. Alright, so in another 5 seconds we will have another candlestick, and right now let me see, yeah, it kind of looks still parallel. It's definitely like have a small cross, but it looks like it's as if it is like almost aligned, like between the blue and the red line. So maybe we'll just give it a bit more time for it to have an obvious like X, or even a small, at least it's like an X that we can see visibly through this screen right here, and then we'll turn on the Binbot Pro robot. Alright, so I think we will actually see a little bit more in like 30 seconds. Okay. Let's see, I think it's about to form an X soon. Alright, so yeah, so you can see that right now it's like a more obvious X. So I'm going to turn on my test robot, which is the first version, and then we will see what trades will be executed by the Binbot Pro robot. You can see that the bar is going down. I think it's a strong downtrend, and the volatility has increased, so that is in a way that is most likely to be a reversal, probably a reversal soon. Yeah, a call trade 1107. Let me put a up arrow at 1107 candlestick. I'm gonna change the color. Alright, let me turn off the alert. Alright, sorry, wrong color. Okay, I'm going to put it as blue. Okay, so we have executed a call trade, and I can turn off the robot right now. Okay, so we have executed a call trade at 1107, expiring at 1114, and let's hope for the best. Alright, so stay tuned for the results. Alright, so clearly we have just won the trade. Let me change the color on to a green arrow. So yeah, so the decision on taking a call trade was correct, and we have just won the next trade. So it seems that Binbot Pro finally got my first win after my first formal withdrawal. So that's really awesome news. So do stay tuned for more trades. I'm very likely to take maybe another 1 or 2 trades for today before I actually do other trading activities. Alright, so stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so let's carry on. I have a next signal that just happened like a couple of minutes, like maybe 10 minutes before, and I have a trigger that just came out for the RSI, and this will be the method A based on the PDF guide. So we have a criteria that fulfills our RSI condition, and also now the stochastic RSI is about to cross. So as mentioned, similar to the previous example, we will have to wait for a stochastic cross to form at least an X for method A. Alright, so right now the blue line is definitely touching the red line. As of right now, we are going to turn on the robot because it is already forming an X, right? So we can see that it is not like the previous example where it is parallel. So at first it was touching, and then once the blue line actually extended a little bit, like let's say right now it is more of an obvious X. You can, in fact, let's say if you haven't turned on the robot like the previous 10 seconds, you can actually turn it on right now. Chances are you actually get the similar decision, alright, for based on the Binbot Pro settings. Alright, so let's wait for a trade to be executed, and then we will review the trade results soon after. Alright. Okay, so a call trade is executed at 11:35 AM. Let me turn off the robot first. 11:35 AM call trade. So let me put a upward arrow at 11:35 bar. Change the color. Okay, so alright, so this method is pretty much the similar one as the previous trade, the green arrow, the previous win that we've got just now. So based on the criteria, is the ATR has to be above the yellow line, and there has to be a RSI alert first, RSI exceeding the channel 73.27 channel, and we wait for the stochastic cross to form an X for method A. Okay, so let's wait for the trade to expire, and then we will review the results together. Alright, so right now it's clearly that we actually won the trade. The price actually moved up and hold at a level, and you can see the trade history here, 11:35 AM, and I've won $221. Okay, so there's only 1 lose and 2 winning trades for today. So I might actually stop trading. I will resume. I might check out the price chart later when I'm free. Else I will continue trading tomorrow and compile more trade examples for you guys to watch. Alright, so I pretty much train Binbot Pro when I have the time. So if you guys have a busy schedule, you just can spend like maybe 10 minutes looking at the chart, see whether the criteria fits. If not, you guys just don't trade and wait for maybe a next day or something like that. Alright, so because every loss counts in trading with Binbot Pro. Okay, so see you guys later. Alright guys, so moving on, we have another trade that is suitable. It is 1:44 PM, and this would be a method A. So because the ATR level is way above the yellow line, and we have a RSI trigger that went out of the channel, and now we are waiting for a stochastic cross to form an X for method A. Okay, so the previous 2 trades worked out very well for us, and both are method A. So right now we're gonna have a third trade using method A yet again. So let us wait for a nice X to form at the stochastic cross before we execute the trade, right? So right now it's just about to touch, like the blue line is just about to touch the red line. So let me, okay, so alright, so nice, clearly it formed an X already. So let's turn on the Binbot Pro robot, right? Turn on the robot. Okay, so we've actually just turned on the Binbot Pro robot. Let's wait for a trade to be executed. Alright guys, so now we have an open trade, a put trade at this bar right here, 1:45. Let me change the color. turn off the robot. Alright, so yeah, so this will be a third method A trade for today, and let's hope that it turns out. So you can see the balance has already reduced due to the trade that is open. So let's wait for the trade to expire and then we'll review our results together. Alright guys, so I'm back. So clearly the price went our way, so the price actually reduced, and you can see that this will be a green bar, a green arrow, deserving win, third trade today. So basically how I executed trade is wait for a cross right after the RSI went out of the channel, which is right over here. So the cross happened over there, and then I turn on the robot, and you can see the trade history here is a winning trade. So I got a payout of $236.62. Ultimately for today, it's a really good result. My balance stands at 1,489. I started off the day with 1,350, so it's pretty much like $130 profit, nearly a 10% gain for today. So that's really good results in my opinion. So stay tuned guys for more trades. Alright guys, sorry, I've actually just turned on the robot right here due to this stochastic cross. This will be a method C, because right now it's about 7:30 a.m. in the morning, 7:30 a.m. GMT 0. So due to this cross right here, and the alert came out, so I actually turned on the robot, and because I just came online and I didn't manage to set up everything, and I saw ideal situation, and therefore I immediately took the trade, so I wasn't ready to record. But anyway, so I've actually just turned on the robot, so we will actually wait for a trade to be executed. Alright guys, so we have a trade executed right now at 7:38. Let me put an arrow. There is a call trade executed right at this candle right here. So alright, so let me see. Okay, so let me turn off the robot first, and you can see the balance has reduced a little bit due to the open trade. Alright, so let's wait and check out the trade results. So it's basically a call trade at 7:38, and judging from the charts right here, we have a pretty good chance of winning this trade, although the volatility is quite massive right now, but I think I have confidence that it's going to work out our way. So let's wait for a trade to expire. Alright guys, so I'm back. So clearly we have actually won a trade. That the price actually did go below our entry for a bit, however the price did bounce back towards our favor. So yeah, so you can see based on the trade history, I've got a payout of $275 due to the previous trade, and right now my balance stands at $1,600.15. $1,615. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for more trades, so guys stay tuned for the next trade example. Alright guys, so sorry guys, so there's actually a stochastic cross, and I already did turn on the robot a moment ago, like about a minute ago, and I have an issue with my recording software. So you can see that there's a trade open call trade open at 7:59. Let me turn off the robot first. So yeah, call trade open at 7:59. Let me put a arrow at 7:59. Yep, so there'll be this bar over here. So it's about 2 minutes ago. So yeah, sorry guys, so as I was saying that I have an issue with my recording software, and I was a little bit too late. So it was just about 10 minutes, nearly 10 minutes before, like after the previous winning trade that we won just now. So there was another suitable trade based on the criteria. The ATR level was below the yellow line, and there was a stochastic RSI cross alert that happened, that triggers a good entry for us. So basically the difference between the stochastic RSI cross with method C and method A is method A we will kind of need to wait for an X to form before we turn on the robot, but however for method B and C, based on my personal experience, it is still quite fine as long to turn on the robot after when we saw an alert. Alright, so let's wait for this trade to expire. Alright guys, so the trade has already expired, and based on this chart, it was a winning trade. In fact, it was pretty close a little bit during the last few seconds or the last minute, but it doesn't really matter because we eventually did win the trade. So based on the trade history, I've got a $298 payout, and it was actually pretty safe. The price did hold above our entry level based on this pin bar that we enter, and the lowest point was over here. It was pretty close, I would say, but in the end the price trend was still pretty much in uptrend, so it's good trade for me. So pretty much a good 2 winning streak. So if I draw a trend line over here, so it pretty much is going with the trend. So yeah, so chances are we will still highly likely to win this trade anyway. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy that my Binbot Pro has been performing pretty well for the past 2 days. I've executed like a couple of trades from $1,300.50. right now is at $1,750, so it is about $400 gain with I think about 5 to 6 trades. So it is pretty good results for me, even after a huge major withdrawal of 100,000 that recently just reached my account. Alright guys, so that's all for this episode guys. So I hope you guys can actually see firsthand on what I usually look for before I turn on my Binbot Pro software to actually execute a better quality trade. Okay, so remember guys, so if you have any questions or if you are interested to trade with Binbot Pro, do make sure you try to get like the PDF guide from me. And if you guys are a new user, you guys can actually get the guide for free as long as you register using my link in the description box below. And after you register, make sure you do not fund your account until I confirm your registration. Alright, so that's all guys. So for all my subscribers, remember to not overtrade and also trade safe. Alright, so any questions, feel free to contact me at the contact details you see in the description box below. Alright, cheers guys, see you guys next time.